So coming to my next question. So let's say there is a new rider who wants to ride in Ontario. What would be your suggestion to him or her for a bike and why?
If he or she is a new rider, I would definitely recommend them to start with a smaller motorcycle, say like 250cc or a 300cc, or maybe 400cc too, but that will be too much powerful for them. Just start with that, get a feel of the motorcycle, ride it for a season. A season means like of an entire summer. And then by next year, when if you feel that the bike is slow for you, then upgrade to a 500 or maybe a 650 or a 600cc. But do not jump from a 250 or a 300 to a 1000. These 250cc or 300cc, these motorcycles are very forgiving. If you accidentally throttle it too much, all of a sudden, it's not going to throw you off. But if you do that on a 1000cc motorcycle, your motorcycle will be 100 feet away from you. You'll be dropped at the ground right at that moment. The motorcycle is going to fly. So those big motorcycles are not forgiving at all. Always start with smaller ones. And if you buy naked sport motorcycles, then those are going to be cheaper on the pocket in terms of insurance. So I would say go for naked motorcycles when you're starting your first motorcycle. But personally, I like full-fared sports motorcycles always. So it would have been me. I would probably go for a Ninja 300 or maybe a Ninja 250 or CBR 250R or probably CBR 300R or something like that.
So that's for the experienced riders, you're saying?
No, that's for the new riders.
Okay.
So all these 300 and 250cc motorcycles are good for beginner riders.
Okay.
Because those are forgiving and also easier on pocket.
Okay. So, yeah, I heard different terms that you have used in terms of bikes. So, if you can just let the audience know, like, how many types of bikes are there and what falls under what? Like, because people may have different preferences. So, who can choose what?
There are different kinds of motorcycles out there. I'm always inclined towards a particular genre of motorcycle. I have not explored much in the other categories because of my sheer passion towards that category. But still, I know on a high level. First is the sports category, where you will see the motorcycles are fully fared. Like it has plastic from, headlight till the body. And when you turn the handlebars, it doesn't turn the headlight. So the handlebar like moves freely. The headlight is always static. So that's sports motorcycle. Sports motorcycle have two categories. One is track oriented. The other category is sport tourer. Next category is naked motorcycles. So naked motorcycle is like the ones which do not have full fairing. So where you turn the handlebar, it has the headlight with it and the headlight also moves along with it. And then touring motorcycle. Most of you probably know Harley. So you see like those guys are sitting back, they're sitting back and riding in a very relaxed fashion. So those are cruising motorcycles. The name cruising, right? They cruise long distances. These are very comfortable for long distances. And then you have adventure tourer. Those motorcycles are really tall and high. Those can go to many different places. You can take it to different kinds of off-roads.
Okay.
And then, you can go for a hell lot of long distances. And there is another one called off-road motorcycle. Those you will see like very, very thin.
Yeah.
Big shock absorbers.
Yes.
They jump on the big bumps and all. Those are off-road motorcycles. So these are kind of all the motorcycles which we see. I myself is particularly inclined too much towards the sports motorcycles. Yeah, and one more point about it is that many riders do not like that sport position.
Yeah.
So sports position is that where you lean a lot because of the aerodynamics.
Yeah.
And I feel that when you get used to that kind of riding style, it's going to stay with you for your lifetime. So I personally feel till my body supports, I'll always ride a sport motorcycle.
Yeah, it's very insightful to know the different types of bikes because we see it on the roads, but we don't know how to classify them. So thanks for that. And of course, we do come to know about his preference as well.
There is a reason too.
Okay.
These are the kind of bikes which can go really fast. Would you ask me how fast my bike goes?
Yes, we are all interested to hear that.
My current bike, Suzuki Gixxer 1000R, 2023 model, It has 6 gears. On first gear, it goes 163 with the stock sprocket.
That's the max.
No, that's on the first gear. It has 6
Okay.
gears.
Okay.
With the current setup, what I have on the bike now, on the first gear, it goes to 176 kilometers per hour. And on the fifth gear, it goes beyond 299. And my dash does not show more than 299. I think, and what I've researched, that I know that from the other bikers too, that my bike, it goes on 6th gear around 330 kilometers per hour.
Okay. And it'll never show up on your dashboard.
No. But yeah, it's not like that we always ride with that speed. No, it's not possible.
Yeah.
It's maybe only few seconds and then slow back down to normal speed. Speed is dangerous. If you do not know what you are doing, please do not speed up. Okay. Do not get encouraged to listening to this conversation and then, go with your top speed. No. Don't do that. Please do not do that. I am experienced rider. I am very much used to, and my brain is very much used to the high speed. And even like 250 kilometers per hour, I can see all the stuffs, what's happening around. Okay. My brain is used to it. But as a new rider, please don't do that. Your brain won't be able to, take that much amount of information and process it. You might end up in a big crash. So please do not get encouraged with this conversation to get to 300 and above. Okay.
Right. And of course, there are laws on the road, so you
Yeah,
should follow
absolutely.
that. So if he is saying that speed, maybe in some places where it is allowed, like track, when you're on the track.
You can try it on the track.
Yeah. But yeah, when you're on the roads, you have to follow the laws, abide by it, and then ride.
Yes.
Because that's safest for every one of us. So coming to a very interesting thing that I really wanted to ask, because currently our lives are heavily getting influenced by AI.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So how does the future of motorcycle riding looks to you right now?
I would say, any trend goes like sinusoidal curve.
If you can explain.
Sinusoidal curve is like goes up and down and up and down. So motorcycle has already fallen from the peak. It was in its peak around, I would say, 2010, 2012, some part of that time. And then it's coming down again. And probably in 15 years from now, it's again gonna go up. So it is now dipping down a little bit because of many things which I don't want to discuss. It can be global politics and all. But I think the passion for riding, the taste of freedom, these things will always be there. And till the time we have these things, the motorcycle is still gonna be there. The way it is, it's gonna differ probably down the lane soon. Take an example, 20 years back from now, or say like 30 years back from now, the motorcycles did not have that much of electronics, which we have right now. We have ABS, which is anti-lock braking system, then cornering ABS, then wheelie control. We have a hell lot of things on each of our motorcycles, okay? It has a hell lot of electronics. Back in time, it didn't used to have. And when the time came to transition from the, traditional motorcycle to electronically advanced motorcycles, many riders, criticized that. They didn't like it. So right now we are in a phase when electric motorcycles are coming in. Although I personally haven't ridden any of those yet. Those have very good amount of torque. So it has always it's on the right gear. When you pull, it pulls really hard. But from practical point of view, I still don't see its practicality right now. So because as a rider, you want the freedom, right? You don't want to stop in 50, 100 kilometers and then
you don't want a machine to ride on your behalf.
Yeah, that's kind of, a little bit controversial because right now, whatever motorcycles we have, it has so much of electronics that it literally, if you compare that motorcycle with a 90s motorcycle, right now the motorcycle is riding you. You are not riding the motorcycle anymore.
Okay.
Even if you want to make a mistake, it's going to correct you.
Okay.
Back in 90s, no. It has to be the rider to be correct. Otherwise, he or she is going to crash. But the electric motorcycles have even more control. So I would say there is a time coming when this transition will take place. And again, inline four or this kind of engines which make noise, right? Loud noise. These are going to again come back. The electric machines do not produce sound. And motorcycles, when they make sound, that's like a music to ears. When that music is gone away, you take more than 50% of the feel of motorcycle away. So gradually that's going to come back again.
Yeah, that's a very interesting insight that we came to know from the rider himself. Because we do get to see a lot on the television, but
Yeah.
getting to know personally from a person who rides bike, that's a great insight. So thank you for this lovely discussion. But now we come to that part of our episode that's called Rapid Prompt, where I will ask you certain set of questions.
Okay.
And you have to give us a rapid response.
I'll try.
Yeah. So we'll just get started. So here we start with our series of questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So what makes Riding in DNA unique?
Passion and brotherhood. And as I always say, you have to be passionate about it. And without the brotherhood, this community does not exist.
Okay. Any dream bike of yours?
Yes. Suzuki MotoGP bike, which is the most good looking bike in this world.
Okay, we wish you get that soon.
Let's see.
Okay, any dream ride that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I have a dream of riding from coast to coast. That's like east to west and back. Maybe in Canada or maybe in US. Let's see when I'm able to do that.
Yeah, we hope that it gets done. And everybody who is watching, do keep an eye on his channel. You may never know when he gives you that surprise. So your memorable ride till date?
The very first ride I had with my dad, when I was able to successfully ride the bike, which I told you in the beginning of the show.
Right.
That was the first ride. And then the one when I rode my motorcycle from Kolkata to Jalpaiguri, literally Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College. So I had a big dream back in days when I was doing my engineering.
Yeah.
That when I pass out from the college, I get a job. I'll definitely buy my own motorcycle and ride to my college. So finally, I was able to do that. So that was kind of a dream come true moment.
Oh, that's great to hear. So the next is, who is your inspiration from the biking world?
There are two persons. One is 650 Ib. Brother 650 Ib, if you're watching this show, I do not know if you're going to watch it or not. If you're watching this show, I love you, brother. You inspire me a lot since very, very long time. And then from MotoGP world, Mark Marquez. He's like beyond what human can do. So these two people.
Yeah, so people who don't know who are these people, just type in Google or in YouTube and you will get to know. These are beasts.
650 IB and Mark Marquez.
They are beasts.
Oh, yeah.
So the next one is 3 must-have gears.
3 would be 2 less. I would say helmet, jacket, leather pant, boots, and gloves. So 5. If it is not 5, then make it 4. How? Helmet, full leather suit, boots, and gloves.
Okay. So 3 doesn't count here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, anything you feel that Riding in DNA can improve on?
Yeah, I would say 2. One is my communication. English is not my mother tongue. I have learned it later in my life. So I am trying to communicate with my family, my Riding in DNA family, in the best way possible. But still, sometimes I fail to do that because it's not my mother tongue, as I was saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better there so that I can communicate whatever I want to communicate with you guys. And the second part is I'm still trying to be a better rider of the version which I am today. And that journey is going to continue throughout my entire life, I believe.
Yeah. So just coming to that point, I'm just breaking the cycle here. It may not be your first language, English, but trust me, when passion is your language, it reaches out to your family members, whom you call your community.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please share some love towards her, okay?
Oh, thank you. Okay. So the next one. So a message for the motorcycle riding community.
Please be safe. Motorcycle riding is passion, I understand. For some of us, maybe it is life, but still we have our loved ones back in our home. When we go for a ride, that's not everything. We have to come back home safe and sound. So please always wear good gears and always ride responsibly especially on public roads.
Right.
So your safety and the safety of other people around you is important. At the end of every ride, you have to come back home safe for your loved ones. So please ride safe and please stay safe.
Any message for the women riders?
This riding is not gender specific, so I have the same message for the women riders too. If you're passionate about it, you are not gonna care about your makeup. You are not gonna care about how you're looking. It's only the passion, and it is only how you ride and how good you are able to ride.
Right.
If you have that in you, you are a rider. Otherwise, probably you are not. You are just trying to show off. So even if you're trying to show off or not, please wear right gears and ride responsibly. Please. If you want to show off with good gears.
So any message for the trollers or the haters?
There are always trollers and haters. Doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
Doesn't matter how small or how big you are. There will always be haters. Even you take the example of best people in the world in each field, there will always be some hater for them. So hater will keep hating. We passionate people will keep loving our passion and keep loving the community. So it doesn't really matter.
So with this, we come to an end of this session, and that was really an interesting discussion that we had with you.
Thank you so much.
Knowing more about bikes, more about riding, and be it across the globe, I think we came to know a lot more about motorcycles today. And with this, we come to an end of this rapid prompt segment, and we do have a small token of gift for our guest today. It's a real pleasure to have you here, and this is a small token from our team to you.
Thank you, Samadrita.
Thank you. So with this, we come to the end of our show.
No, not yet. My riders, brothers and sisters who are watching this show, please make sure you support her channel. She creates very good quality of content, very good quality of interviews. If you watch her shows, you will know. I have watched her shows, so that's why I'm telling you. Please go ahead and support her work and make her keep blushing.
Thank you so much for all the positivity and the support that you have shown. But I would like to say, like, this has been a very insightful and interesting discussion, especially for people who are trying to step into the world of riding. So this all tips will help them to grow into a better rider. So yeah.
I hope so. I'll be very glad if it helps.
Yeah.
And if you need any help or any information regarding motorcycle riding and all, please feel free to reach me separately on my Instagram or my YouTube or my Facebook. I'm gonna definitely help you with all the information which you need.
So thanks again for coming in our show.
My pleasure.
And thank you to all the viewers who are watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe our channel if you haven't yet done, because all the updates will be provided on our channel. Until then, keep shining bright and show your love and support. Thank you.